Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. I'm Adam, my name is Adam, and I am going to be ranking the rivals in the Pokemon games. So what counts as a rival in the Pokemon games are characters that you battle over the course of your journey from day one to the league. And I rank this from my least favourite to favourite because of either the top few I just judge on how challenging they are, how interesting they are, and if I actually enjoy battling against them. Please remember this is my opinion, so if your opinion is different, please in the comments below who your favourite rival from the video games are. And that being said, let's get into the video. 17th place is Tierno. Now, this seems familiar actually. Now, Tierno was going to be 16th place, but got replaced and put in 17th place for the simple reason of the fact he is the trainer that killed my Greninja in my Pokemon Y Nuzlocke. And I never forgave him for that. So, Tierno would have been 16th, and now he's 17th because he killed Greninja, one of my favourite Pokemon, and it died. I'm really annoyed with that because I was on a hot streak and then I lost it before the 8th gym. And I never got over it. 16th place is Trevor. Now this is definitely familiar. Just go back to the last video and you know what I mean. Trevor I just find very boring and also very easy to battle against. Yeah, all he has is a Pikachu that evolved into a Raichu eventually, along with what I believe is a Florges and Aerodactyl. A rather easy team. It was. Very easy. 15th place is Shauna. Same reason as Tierno and Trevor. Very easy and very boring. 13th place is Calum / Serena. Also, no, I missed 14th. 14th place is Bianca. Actually, no. I'm going to swap those around. 14th place is Calum / Serena. Also boring, very easy, and not as good as the other rivals. That's all I can say really. I put Calum / Serena because depending which character you pick, boy or girl, you get the opposite as your rival. Both boring, both easy, done. 13th place is Bianca. Now, I just find her to be very annoying. Like I said in the previous episode, I find her annoying just like in the games and the anime. So yeah, 14th place. 13th place. 12th place is Brendan / May. The only thing I can say is you battle them a couple of times, but before you get to the 3rd gym, you battle them a total of 3 times, I believe. But then you don't see or battle them until Lily Cove City, which is after the 5th gym. It just makes you wonder, where did you go and why can't I battle you? So honestly, I think they're just there for, hey, it's a rival. Oh, you're a bad rival. Oh wait, there's a better one. Even though he had to Rolts for most of the game. 11th place we have Hal. Not as good as the anime equivalent, but he's very cheerful. And seems to always put a smile on my face every time I see him because he's so cheerful and so positive and upbeat. 10th place is Bede or BD. I'm going to call him BD because that's what I called him and always will. BD specialises in psychic types until the end of the game where he specialises in fairy types. He's essentially like Paul from the anime, just a worse version. He is kind of a bad person because he's not the nicest person, and he tried damaging part of Gala's history just to get this item for the chairman. But that's pretty much it. 9th place is Marnie, specialising in dark types, and I find her to be more interesting than BD for the simple reason her brother is the dark type gym leader and the leader of Team Yell, who we find out after we've figured out that Team Yell is technically not a bad group. It's just the region's evil team, even though they're not evil. They're just there to support Marnie for a gym challenge. 8th place is Hop, the main rival in Sword and Shield. And I just need to say, I find it hilarious every time you use a super effective move against one of his Pokemon. He's like, whoa, you know type effectiveness? That's so great. His brother is also the undefeated champion Leon. So it must run in the family with their whole, I'm undefeated. Oh, that's really cool kind of phase. But I find Hop to be rather interesting, just not amazing. 7th place is Wally. Now, Wally is that rival I was talking about with Brendan and May that is much better than them, but arrives a bit later on in the game. But that's all I can say about him, because there's nothing really much else to say about Wally. 6th place we have Sharon. He was your rival in Black and White, but then he went on to be your main rival. Be the gym leader in Black and White 2. Which is rather good and great. And, God, I just realised something. Okay, I forgot a rival. Can we move all the placements up by 1? And Cherin is in 7th place then. Because that's actually where I'll put the next rival. So Cherin, interesting, not the best rival in Black and White. And but I find him interesting, a bit stubborn at times, but still good. The proper 6th place is Hugh, the rival I forgot, from Black and White 2. Now, Hugh's main reason for going out on this journey is to recover his little sister's purloin, which was stolen by Team Plasma. Only for him to find out it evolved into Liepard, and it kind of destroyed him, like, mentally. But I think his motivation is why I put him this high, and also the fact I enjoy battling him. He's really fun to battle with. But that's all I can say about Hugh, really, because I just forgot about him, but I know I had a good time battling against him, so Hugh. 5th place is Barry. Now, he's the first rival I had in the games, because I started with Pearl. And even though he's a bit feisty and all over the place, he makes me laugh every now and then, and I think his team is actually really interesting, especially with the fact that Munchlax is the hardest Pokemon to get in Diamond, Pearl and Platinum, making you have to wait 6 hours as a minimum to what could be, I don't know, way more than that, to catch one Munchlax. And Barry, an impatient rival, did that, and that just astounds me. But other than that, I have great battles with him, and I didn't lose any Pokemon against him yet. I'm not doing a Nuzlocke of Diamond, Pearl and Platinum because I don't want to lose a Pokemon against Barry. 4th place is Silver. Now, Silver, I need to say, is actually a great character. He starts off as this thief that doesn't care about his Pokemon, that later grows an understanding and actually appreciates his Pokemon. And as proof of that, his Golbat actually evolved, which is great. And this was the original Paul of the video games. So if anything, Paul copied Silver. But Silver is still a great rival. I haven't really battled him much, but I know that his design concept is great. The battles I had against him were fun. And he eventually grew to love his Pokemon. 3rd place is Blue. Now, like Silver, haven't really gone against him much. But he is the most condescending rival there is. And always ones-up you with every place you battle him with. Unless you actually grind up, you're going to be underleveled with each battle you have against him. If there's anything I need to say about Blue, I like that he was the champion. 2nd place is Gladion. Now, I put Gladion here for the simple reason he's really fun to battle against, because I like his team, whether it's in Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. because he has Lucario, Zoroark in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, Weavile in one of them, Crobat, and of course Silvally. It's a fun team to go against, and it just proves that Silvally is one of the easiest legendaries to beat, because well, he belongs to a trainer and you can beat him within 1 or 2 moves. I mean, that's what I did, because I used Inferno Overdrive against him, but that's besides the point. And also, if you're able to predict which Pokemon his Zoroark would disguise as, it's kind of easy to counter. Because for the first battle, the Zorua disguised as a Zubat, I believe. But in the future battles, it disguised as the Silvally, or Type Null, which I was able to counter with a Fairy type move, or Fighting type for especially Type Null. But that's pretty much all I can say about Gladion. I just find him interesting, designs interesting, and the fights I have against him are fun. Now, first place is one that some people would not consider a rival, but I decided to because he's ultimately one of the last battles you face in the story mode of Black and White, and is probably my favourite character in the entire Pokemon games, and that's N. Every time you battle N, his team is always different. His first battle you have against him, he has a Purloin. Second is like a Pidove, Blitzel, I think a Timpole, and something else. I can't remember what it was. Then the next one in Nacrane, no, not Nacrane, that was the second one. Next battle you have against him is in Nimbasa City, where he has a Sigilif, Sandal, Scraggy, and Darumaka. Then you battle him again in Chargestone Cave with the Pokemon you encounter in that cave. Then you ultimately battle him, I think, another time over the story, but then you don't see him after the 7th gym. No, actually, no, that is the last time you battle him before the final. So from then, you don't see him after the 6th gym, you don't see him after the 7th gym, and you don't see him after the 8th gym until you beat the Elite Four, in which he's already beaten the champion and has become the new champion and plans to rule over Unova by... Oh, what was their plan? It was evil, though. He was basically the king of Team Plasma. And we find out that he actually wasn't... That actually wasn't his main ambition. His main ambition was to be friends with his Pokemon. Kind of like the typical thing. But he got manipulated by his father to do that. And when he rebelled against his father lost it. And more on him in a future video, though. N, however, I find to be interesting. I like he doesn't stick to the same Pokemon. And I always seem to have fun against him in every battle I have against him. I mean, I remember I always struggled against this Nimbasa City team. But then I learned type effectiveness and destroyed him. But that's besides the point. But anyway, that is actually all for this time. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, press the notification bell down in the corner below, and I'll see you next time.